All right, it's Realtor Andy Dirks here again with Dana Fox, Lake Michigan Credit Union. We're talking money, we're talking lending, we're talking loans. We did the basic intro. If you haven't seen that, we'll probably throw a link up for it so you can go back and reference. But now we're talking about credit scores.
Yes.
Dana, tell us about credit scores.
Okay, don't be afraid. So when I tell you that I need to pull your credit, we've got to pull it. That is our very, very first step. So don't be afraid. Especially I find first-time home buyers have a little trepidation about me pulling their credit. Don't be afraid. It's going to be all right. You know, a lot of my clients will use Credit Karma. Mm-hmm. Credit Karma, though, is just a tool. Yeah. Kind of like Zillow, I hate to say it, just a tool. It's just a tool. And it just kind of gives you some information. It's a good starting point. But ultimately, you need a realtor to purchase that home or to list that home. Ultimately, you need a loan officer to secure the mortgage. First step is credit. So what we do is called a tri-merge credit report. And it's Experian, Equifax, and TransUnion. It's the three bureaus. We take all three scores when we pull, and we use the mid score of all three.
Gotcha.
So you could have perhaps a, let's say you've got a 600 TransUnion, and then let's say you've got a 630 Equifax, and then let's say you have a 650, excuse that 5, Experian. We use the 630. That is your mid score. That's what we use for qualifying for a mortgage.
And you're saying Credit Karma might pull something and it'd be 650 or higher, right?
Right.
Or they pull the 600 and you're
correct.
like, I'm not ready yet.
Right. And they don't know until I actually do a tri-merge and pull their So we need to know what that tri-merge is, and the only way to do it is for me to pull their credit. So whatever your score is, I will help you work through it. If for some reason it's below where it needs to be, 620 really is optimum, but occasionally we're only a couple points away, and it's just a matter of maybe paying down a credit card. Yeah. Maybe it's a matter of paying off a medical bill that's small, something that's
so erasing just a little bit of the debt can raise your credit score.
Absolutely.
In another area to get you qualified for a home.
Yes, absolutely. So again, don't let a credit pull scare you. Now here is the key. Once I have pulled your credit, don't go shopping for a car. Don't open up credit cards. Don't be tempted by Kohl's and Home Depot when you go in and say, oh, you can save 10% on this purchase if you
and it happens. People do that. They go get a brand new car right before they purchase their home.
And what happens is it's another hard pull on your credit. It can actually bring your score down while you're shopping for the mortgage. And then once we get near the end, let's say you found a house, we'll find out that you had your credit pulled. Mm-hmm. And if you've secured any more debt, it could disqualify you from purchasing that home. So no more credit pulls. Once you've got a lender that's pulled your credit, you're done. The credit report is good for 120 days.
120 days. Write that down here so they can see the 120 days.
So 120 days.
And I think these are such great points, because what people don't realize, they think if the lender pulls my credit score, it's going to hurt my credit.
Right, it doesn't.
But it doesn't. What will hurt it, if you're serious about buying a home and figuring out where you want to be for the next step in life, when the lender pulls your credit score, it's not going to hurt it. What we're saying is once she's pulled it, if you go and pull it again later on something to incur more debt, that can really mess you up. So once you decide to buy a home, this is the biggest purchase of your life. Yes. For most people, the purchase of a home is going to be the biggest purchase of your life. Yes. We can wait on the boats and the cars. Yes. Let's get you into the home,
and
get you settled in. The furniture will come after.
Yes.
We don't need to buy furniture until we've got closed on the home. Yes. Then you can go to Home Depot and pull the card, right?
Right.
So I think this is great information. If you guys have any questions, post them below, and we'd love to answer them. But this was the intro to credit score. Good stuff.